What were the best NIKKE designs in 2024? Hey everyone, it's Rook, and I'm answering that question today. Major disclaimer, but this is all my opinion. If you don't agree, it's all good. Please share your favorite designs in the comments below. Now for some ground rules. I'm only going to be factoring the NIKKE design, combat jiggle, and basic animations. Skill animations are not going to be included in this analysis. I'm also not going to be factoring in personality or story in my decision. It's completely irrelevant in this video. All new units and alts like Bunny Soda are eligible for this video. None of the skins will be factored in, as I'm going to make a separate video on them just because there's so many of those. I'll tell you guys right now though, none of the collab designs are going to make this list. Collab designs were all pretty boring and disappointing in my opinion this past year, especially compared to the previous year when we had the near designs. And just one reminder, this list only contains 2024 design NIKKEs, so all the NIKKEs from the previous years will not be factored into this list. They aren't even being considered, so that unfortunately means some of my favorite NIKKEs like Rupee will be left behind. Maybe I'll make another list in the future where I'll discuss, all my all-time favorite NIKKE designs, and Rupee will have her place on that list for sure. But as of right now, just the 2024 NIKKEs. Let me go ahead and clarify. If I did not include a specific NIKKE design in this list, it's not because I hate that design. In fact, there are tons and tons of NIKKE designs from this past year that I actually really enjoyed. I thought they were well designed. They just didn't make the top 10. However, there are a couple of NIKKE designs that I really dislike, which are obviously not going to make this list. So it really came down to that. It really came down to deciding who the best of the best were from the past year. Maiden Ice Rose was one of those outfits where I kind of had to get used to it at first, because initially I wasn't too big of a fan, especially when I saw initial images. We didn't get a clear view of it. I thought it wasn't lewd enough. I thought they weren't showing off enough. But then once we got it in game, I had a lot better look at it, and I really started to like it a lot, especially the fact that I started noticing that they had tears in the body, how see-through the actual outfit was. Because initially I was under the assumption, oh man, they have her entirely covered up. That's really boring. But in the end, the actual fabric she's wearing is so thin. She's even got the thigh band, which I'm a big fan of. She's got on her chest, if you look really carefully, you'll notice that it's actually pierced here, which is crazy. Of course, you have to make it subtle, but I do enjoy that little detail. And I love how much she buffed it up. Like, look at her cake right here. This might be one of the biggest cakes in the game. It's crazy, especially from original Maiden, where we can't even see her back view that well unless you look at her summer skin. But yeah, this is definitely a step up. One improvement I would have made though is, the jiggle is perfect, but I would have probably added some rips in the back, especially since we could see it clearly that she has rips going on with her outfit already from this side and this side. So there's no reason that she shouldn't have rips happening from the amount of surface area she has going on back here. But I'm a big fan of this, and yeah, it's really incredible. Also, maybe put the hair to the side instead of just putting it down the middle here. I would have liked it to where they had put it over here or over here. But definitely a design that grew on me that I really enjoy now. A leg is one of those NIKKEs that got a lot of popularity from the community, which I was even kind of surprised about, because she's not one of the main cast and she's even used a lot in ads now. But there is a good reason. Look at this body. She's got quite a different body compared to a lot of NIKKEs. She's got a more, defined tummy going on over here. She's got the thigh band, which I'm a big fan of. I like that little shake that's going on. Of course, she's got the bust. She's got these nice little straps going on here as well. And also, of course, her hair. She's got the iconic really long bangs, which cover both her eyes. We see a little glimpse at her eye over here, which I do kind of wish they, trimmed down the bangs and did cut it off all the way to this point so we could have a good view of her face, just because you could tell she has some really beautiful eyes. So I wish they could show that off more, because they definitely stand out quite a bit. In terms of combat animation, it's really good. Look at that jiggle. Yeah, that's incredible jiggle. I don't really like this battery that's going on over here. It's kind of covering up the top half of the rear, but luckily the bottom half is still on display for us, so I can't complain too much there. I like the fact that her socks are clearly baggy, so it's already being scrunched up down here with her sandals. That's really cute. That's a nice touch. And I love that face when it's charging up. But yeah, incredible design, and definitely deserves all the praise and lots of fan art. I'm really excited for the ult that we'll eventually get. I've seen some really creative stuff from the community, so I'm interested to see where they're going to take this character design wise. Let's go ahead and discuss Unkind Maid Privaty's design, because this is a really good example of how to do a lewd, suggestive maid outfit. And they did incredible work here, because I love how much they pronounce, the skin showing off. I like how the chest is showing off as well. It's a lot of emphasis there. if you actually look close enough, she has veins popping out, similar to a Blanc. Blanc is one of the first NIKKE characters with veins showing off, and Privaty is one of those characters that helped, you know, popularize it even more. Especially, I think people started noticing the veins with this character. Of course, she's also got the cat theming going on top of the maid theme, so I like that little combination happening. And man, I can't get over how much they pronounce this chest. Good work on the artists, you know, designers there. Of course, she's got the leggings here. You can see a thigh punch happening as well. Good. I expect nothing less. She's also got the garter kind of going all the way up. She's got the twin tails. And, you know, she's got this really cute expression when she does, like, the little heart. And she gets really flustered and starts blushing a lot. Now, my only issue with the design is right here. I'm not a big fan of how the skirt covers up a lot of her backside, especially with, if you guys look at her chibi model. You can see right here, the skirt is very short. It's like riding completely up. And you can see the undergarments quite well from this look. And even from this angle, you could tell this is a very short skirt. It's like actually angling upward, if you guys look really closely. So I don't know why they decided to make the skirt like slightly longer and cover it up, because that's not what's going on with any of the other models. So with this combat animation, they just change it up for whatever reason to cover it up. Also, I'm not sure what's going on with the tail, how it's moving on its own. Listen, I don't question that part. It's part of the cat theming going on here, so listen, let's let it happen. But that's my only issue. Why did they decide to cover this up? Besides that, this would have been, you know, definitely one of my higher up on this kind of list. But for now, it's still a very strong design. It just missed it just by a little bit. Clay was a design I was really excited about when she was first shown off in the story, so I was really excited to actually be able to pull for her, and for good reason. We got ourselves a really thick cheerleader on NIKKE in this game, and wow, she looks really, really good. She's got the tummy showing off right here. Big fan of that. You actually see quite a bit of sweat is also like dripping off of her, as you can tell right there in that animation on the right side. You see some sweat dripping off, and of course the under cleavage. Very good display here. Maybe they could have cut it off actually a bit more, so maybe it was a little bit higher up. Yeah, actually, yeah. I would have preferred if it was a little bit higher up. It was cut off so we could see a bit more of it. You could actually see a beauty mark on the right side of her chest. So I like that little detail. A very cute expression. That's really nice. I like her expressions a lot. And then here's her animation. This is a really good front view of it. You can see a lot more of the sweat happening here, and I love how her body's just so thick. You know, you can see like the skin is like, wow, it looks really, really good. Now you could actually see a good amount of the undergarments as well from down here. I wish maybe the skirt was a little bit higher up, but it's still really strong. Yeah, especially when you're like actually for the animation when she's fighting from higher up, it does start to cover it up quite a bit. You have to go a little bit lower to actually see it. So maybe they could have shown up this part of the skirt a little bit more, but it's very solid. Maybe a bit more jiggle they could have added as well, but besides that, it's a very good design. She looks really cute. Okay, this front view definitely makes up for it. A lot of sweat happening. Good. That's a very good. And now we're on to the Latex Quency alt, and what can I say? This design speaks for itself. She's got the entire, you know, she's got all her assets really showing off here, and this outfit definitely reminds me of Shara from Brown Dust 2's the latex outfit they gave her a while ago. Of course, on a character like Quency, where she's even thicker than Shara, Quency's definitely making it work here really well. That outfit's barely holding it in. I love the cake is on full display. Even they were able to make the chest on full display somehow. I don't know how they were able to do this, but they really were like, let's just bend her all the way back. I don't know how her spine is doing this, but listen, I'm not complaining. She looks so good. And if you're able to go to this angle here, so we're able to see the front side of her a lot better. We can see that her chest is barely being held in. That's good. I like to see that. She has this little mask going on the top. I'm glad they didn't choose to cover up her face. I'd rather see her face, so good work, devs, on that. And the jiggle, very strong jiggle. I remember during this time in the game, I was worried that NIKKE might be trying to move away a little bit from fan service designs, just because for a solid month or two, we didn't get too many fan service stuff. But then they, revealed this design. I was like, okay, there's still a little bit of hope here. And listen, I'm glad they have the backside showing. I would maybe add a couple of tears to her actual not leggings, but her latex, just to show like it's barely holding on more. But they are showing off quite a bit of skin already, so I can't complain too much. This is a great design, really solid, and definitely deserves to be on this list. Rosanna Chic Ocean is on this list for a very good reason. I mean, look at this animation. Yeah, that's awesome. With the lotion, and she's like massaging her thighs. Like, come on, guys. She's got the whole tan going on here, which big fan of that. The swimsuit is also very creative. It's very different. And if you had told me Rosanna was gonna get a swimsuit design, I thought they'd go for kind of a more boring, more simple like swimsuit. But they definitely were very creative with what they went here, and I'm a big fan of that. That swimsuit is barely holding on to her chest area, which is a good thing. I like that a lot. They definitely, I think, might have thickened up her model a little bit, especially, at least the chest area was definitely thickened up. She was already always thick character, but I don't know, this definitely looks a little larger than usual. Good thing, by the way. That's definitely not a complaint. I also like, I like the hair, how it is. Usually I don't really like Rosanna's hair, but it looks a lot better in this model with the white and the black. She's got all the piercings going on here if you look closely. She's also got the thigh band. Guys, the thigh band is major. When you add the thigh band, like I said, major points up. So, big fan of that. And let's go ahead and show you guys the back view. My only issue with this design is the jiggle physics. It's like not there. And I don't know why they didn't give her jiggle physics when with a character like this, with a swimsuit like this, it's so obvious to get in the jiggle physics. But they chose not to, especially with how like thin the swimsuit is, like especially the this bottom half. It's so thin, it's so revealing, yet they don't give us any jiggle physics. Even like the hair physics is really like static. So I don't know if they forgot to do it or what happened in the development of this design, but that's my major issue with it. Besides that, they were so close to perfection of the design. Everything else is so good. My only issue was the lack of jiggle physics. But guys, this animation, come on. That animation makes it worth it right there. Guys, when I found out that they were gonna give Sakura a swimsuit, I was really excited. And Bloomin' Summer Sakura looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the red theming going on here. She's got even like these flowers at the top of her head. So cute. Definitely adds a special touch to this character, adds a special touch to the swimsuit overall. She's got the sunglasses. She's got this very decorated umbrella here. She has really good accessories, especially. I think out of all the NIKKE designs this past year, Sakura might have the best like set of accessories going on with her. Of course, she's got her top here. It's good, pretty revealing, which is good. I'm glad that you get to see quite a bit of the under cleavage going on here and the side cleavage. That's very nice. Of course, she's got these really nice like legs. You know, of course, her body's pretty wet right now because she was just in the water. So, you know, we see like the water droplets spilling across her body. Very good, very like dripping across. And she's got this white article of clothing, and that's my only slight issue with this outfit. I don't like how it covers up, you know, parts of her swimsuit, especially down here. I don't know why they did that. And it has a similar issue in the back. And I'm not sure why they chose to cover up this part with this outfit. Luckily, it's see-through, so you can still see the jiggle. You can actually still see a good amount of the skin. So it's not a major issue. It's not like a summer honest jacket situation. So it's not a major detraction to the design, but it is a slight issue I have with it. Besides that, good amount of jiggle happening here. You know, the cake was definitely, you know, leveled up from the previous Sakura. So massive improvement there. She's also got this like red bow tie going on here, which is cute. You might actually miss it when you're looking at the front of the design. But just because it blends in with the rest of the red going on here. But good, very good. A good amount of jiggle, of course, in the front as well. And then when you actually go through here, if you look at the bottom of her design, you can actually see that she has like these special shoes here that are kind of like attached to above her. What is this? Like above the foot here. So very, very nice. Overall, very strong design. Let's go ahead and talk about Cinderella, because Cinderella was easily one of the most hyped designs from this past year, and for good reason. I mean, just to look at her, she's got the hourglass figure going on. She's got this like platinum white theme going on around with her entire body. Not just her outfit, but even from her hair. Very long, you know, she's got the bangs covering up one eye. I actually kind of wish it wasn't like that. I wish we could see both the eyes. I get they probably did that on purpose, story-wise, but again, I'm not factoring in story. I'm only going to factor in the design itself, so I wish I could see both her eyes, just because when you get to see both sides of her face, she's so gorgeous. And of course, she's still very pretty here, but it's just a different level when you get to see both sides. Besides that, of course, she's got the ponytail hair. She's got the chest going on here, and you can see quite a good view of like the skin showing here from the side areas, down here as well. Like very, very solid here. And when we get to the combat animation, Yeah, this is awesome, guys. Good amount of jiggle happening here. Of course, we even see her undergarments kind of lining through this part of her body. And yeah, look at that jiggle. That's awesome. And I'm glad they didn't try to cover it up. They are like, it's on full display. So really impressed. We got the back showing as well. Like NIKKE definitely treated us well with this design, and I'm a big fan. And you can see the side view here of her body. So really good work from the designers. And now we're on to D-Wife, easily one of the best designs we've ever gotten in the game, period. Not just in 2024, one of the best designs in general. Absolutely gorgeous. She's got the Dongten dress going on here, and it's pretty accurate to how it is in IRL and how it is depicted in a lot of artwork we see online. She looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the eye color in specific. I love how it turns from like this magenta pink to like this very deep red. She's got these like trimmed off bangs on the very top here. She's got the clip. She's got her hair that kind of flows onto her chest. Even her chest has like a lot of good detail. You can actually see the veins here. So very good incorporation of that. The dress itself is definitely complements her body. She's got like this hourglass figure naturally for her model. So the dress, pronounces that and emphasizes that even more. You can see the stomachs poking out well. This is incredible. Maybe the only slight change I'd make is maybe trimming this part of it down, so we can cut off this part of the dress, so make it a little bit shorter. My only suggestion I'd make, but that's such a little improvement I would make to it. Besides that, this is literally near perfect. She's got the sweater going on, very cute. And she does have like the black mask here, which is pretty similar to like a lot of artwork you see online. I'm glad that they didn't choose to cover up her face because she has a very pretty face. In terms of the jiggle, she has very solid jiggle. I also like the fact that the dress is so like thin and see-through. You could see the very specific undergarment she's got going on here. Big fan of that. She also is really thickened up. Good, very good. I'm always happy when they thicken up these alts, so definitely not complaining about that. And I'm also happy they chose not to make the jacket cover up her back view. That was a really good move, and it definitely helps. She looks absolutely gorgeous. Twinkling Bunny Soda has to easily be one of the best designs we've gotten in NIKKE in a very long time. Not only in 2024, I'm talking about one of the best designs, period. I love so much about this. I love how she emphasizes her chest area by kind of bending over. She's also tugging on her bunny suit here. And the best part is, she doesn't even need to tug onto that suit. It's already onto her chest. She's just choosing to do that to like pronounce it more and to have it kind of like sag a little bit down. That's awesome. I also really enjoy what they did with the face here. I'm kind of glad that they did the blush here. So she has like this natural blush going on with her model. Usually with these types of characters, you have to actually interact with them or go through some story event, and then they'll add in some blush to the model. But with Soda here, she naturally has blush on the base model. So I love that. It's kind of permanent blush. Good. That's really awesome. I also like this pastel green hair going on here. She's got this pink device that's connected down here. I won't go into too much detail about that, but interesting design choices. We also got these white chunky shoes, and I know some people aren't a big fan of them. I kind of like them on Soda. I don't know. I think heels would also work really well on Soda, but Soda makes these shoes work, in my opinion. And these eyes here. So people have an issue with these eyes as well. I like them. I like that they kind of give off this looter vibe, especially for Soda, where she's, I like that about her. It's very different from what you see from typical Soda, but I love the looter look on this Soda. Of course, with her chest, it's very, emphasized here. And you can actually see a beauty mark on her left side of her chest here. So that's really nice. It's kind of also hovering over her weapon here. And then the actual animation. Actual animations, this is really good jiggle, guys. Especially from SG user, I expect good jiggle, and we got it. I'm also glad that they incorporated the some rips and some tears into the side of her leggings. That's really good. It makes sense too because she's got this really thick body, so obviously there's gonna be some rips happening. So big fan of that. You can also see that her chest is also just kind of like popping up on this side here. That's good. That's awesome, and it has a good amount of jiggle from what you can see here. So that's incredible. She's got these crossed up legs. It's cute. Kind of got this bunny tail too. I actually haven't really noticed that too much, but she's got this like bunny tail. And there you go. Wow. Incredible. Easily deserves like the best design in 2024 in my opinion. Absolutely love everything about this. And that's it for the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're interested, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.